Roger Goodell, NFL commissioner, he spoke on the lack of black coaches earlier today. Roger Goodell, he said we still have more work to do. I'm going to turn the volume up, let y'all listen to it, and then let's wrap.
I think we need to continue to make progress, and I believe that. I believe diversity is good for us. I think we have become a more diverse league across every platform, including coaching. But we still have more work to do. There's got to be more steps. So we're reevaluating everything we're doing, including our accelerator program, including every aspect of our policies and our programs to meet the challenges of today and tomorrow rather than yesterday. So we need to be looking at that and sort of say, okay, why did we have the results this year? What is it that we can be doing in training or education, and that goes for not just the candidates, but also the clubs.
I'll kill it there. I think, Trey, the DEI backlash is a macrocosm of the micro issue, right? People say the microcosm, it's a macrocosm. The DEI backlash, I think, has everything to do with the lack of black coaches, because if you really think about it, I think right now, owners, general managers are just hiring the best person for the job. But here's the problem. If you're only hiring the best person for the job, and the jobs have historically been filled by non-black people, and you continue to hire the best person for the job, and they continue to be filled by non-black people, then you're only going to perpetuate the fact that there are not black head coaches. You're only going to perpetuate. So when people are like, hire the best person for the job, I understand that. But that's just perpetuating 1950 and 60 and 70 and 80 and 90 cyclical issues. So you can't, if you really want to change the lack of diversity in the NFL with the coaches, you can't just hire the best person for the job that you see. You feel me? Yeah. You actually have to interview candidates and look at candidates you might not necessarily see. So I don't even know if the NFL, in my mind, is doing enough to increase diversity, because at the end of the day, what you want owners to do, and you can only force owners' hand so much. T, you remember when you...
All right. I think the reason there's no diversity in the NFL because, let's be honest, the best coaches, the best head coaches are white. I mean, you got Tony Dungy, he won one. You got Mike Tomlin, he won one. Made the playoffs thousands of years in a row. I mean, there's some good black coaches, but I don't think there's any great black coaches, and also they don't want to hire them anyway because you hire what you understand, and some of them old school guys that's running NFL teams are good old boys, and they don't understand the black culture.
Get like compensatory picks for having like a black coach on staff. And then more,
you get an extra third rounder, I believe.
An extra third rounder.
Yeah.
Right. So like the NFL has already tried to incentivize teams by saying, hey, yo, if y'all have a black coach, we'll give you an extra draft pick.
That's real.
It's real, but eventually I just think that rubber meets the road, if you will. So I don't know.
That's almost embarrassing. If you hire me, then they're going to give us a third round pick. Like, that Rooney Rule is trash. They have to interview the black candidates. That's like almost a pity rule. It's embarrassing.
If the NFL is doing enough, but 2-5, what'd you make of Goodell's comments? We still got work to do.
Yeah, I like it. Some of that stuff he was saying, I definitely like. But then some of that might be just talk. As I've been there, I did it a lot of times. Say things I mean, but I might start rambling a little bit just to make it sound better.
Tell people what they want to hear.
Yeah, for real. Because I've been thinking like what though? Like we need more action because we got to do better. And he's right. But what is that? I talked about yesterday is like some of these small little interns that get these jobs, right? The fourth quarterback on the depth chart, he goes to 6-7 different teams. He gets cut, don't make the team, and now he might get an intern job. Why can't some of the black players get them jobs? Because I'm starting to learn like those guys, some small guys, eventually one day they become a big guy. And I watched
they're not white.
Matt Nagy, right? Yep. And when I was with Philadelphia, and he was small job, super smart, cool dude. You know, I talk to everybody, so I was talking to him and everything. But anyway, I watched him go from a small role to a big role, and I'm thinking, yo, if a lot of other black players had a chance to play in his spot, they would eventually get a chance. And I feel like it starts at the bottom because everybody won't get an office coordinator job just right away. That's cool, but let these guys earn it. And my thing, the same way some of these white coaches earn it, let some of the black coaches earn it. That's the only thing I just don't understand.
Hey, so look, when a black head coach get fired, he rarely ever gets another shot. When a white head coach get fired, he can get hired the next year, all the time.
And then we really can see in a fair playing field who is capable for these jobs.
Now, Acho brought up the macro level, the micro level, right? On the macro level, also, how many black owners do we have?
Zip.
None.
And so
we've never had one.
That also becomes a problem because you just feel comfortable hiring people that you have more in common with.
Yeah.
That's what I said earlier. It's my first time watching this, y'all.
Yeah.
And so that's first and foremost. You feel more comfortable. There's going to have to be some type of minority ownership or some type of minority bodies in these meetings when these meetings are, because now it's going to be, oh, let's interview this guy. And in the Shady's point, I remember some guys in Cincinnati that what you said, they were the Matt Nagy's and quality control type of guys.
Quality control.
In 7-8 years, he was a D coordinator. And I'm like, damn, he the D coordinator now? And he was this close to getting the head coach's job. This close.
Come on, man. Come on now.
But he worked his way up. And it doesn't happen with the black player because the coaches are the ones that will say, hey, if it don't work out for you, give me a call, man. I think you'll make a good coach.
Yep.
So we got to be proactive with it and say, hey, coach, if it doesn't work out for me, I want to get into coaching.
Mm-hmm.
We got to be proactive. The players that want to coach.
But that doesn't mean they're going to be head coaches. There's plenty of black defensive coordinators. Not that many black offensive coordinators. A lot of black wide receiver coaches, running back coaches, skill position coaches, period. Cornerback coaches, but not just dead. It's like black head coaches plateau. They get one shot and that's it.
You get around a McVay, or a Shanahan, or an Andy Reid. Hey, coach, if it don't work out for me, man, I'll be interested in
How
coaching.
you know they're not doing that though?
We don't know.
We
don't know. But if they aren't, I know what we're talking about.
The way you're saying is like they don't.
Let's
say they are. Then what?
Does
anything change?
Well, it'll change. It's gonna take some time though. That's gonna take a decade, maybe longer. That's gonna take. That's so when we had this discussion yesterday, it was a name. I was like, I knew I was leaving a name off. What happened to T. Martin? T. Martin was a quarterback coach, and T. Martin played quarterback, and he was a good quarterback, won a national championship.
Right. Right.
What happened with T. Martin? Why can't he get an interview?
Come on now.
Because he played the position. They tried to move. They had him at receiver coach. Like, why do you have a quarterback coaching receivers?
I'm gonna tell you why. The white man thinks the black man mind is in a strip club, while the white man mind is, how can I get to the moon?
Then they moved him to quarterback. What happened to a guy like T. Martin? Why can't he advance the way some of these other guys have? Because he actually was a good quarterback.
Do you feel like, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, I agree with what TJ said about needing some type of minority ownership. And I think until the NFL progresses toward that, where we have more minority owners, we're going to see this stagnation of, black head coaches. And a big part of that is because of an idea called enlightened exceptionalism. So even, let's say a black coach gets hired and he does really, really well, right? We can all, as the culture, point to that and be like, see, look, we deserved an opportunity. But now the next black coach that comes after him, the counterculture is going to say, well, he's not as good as he was. Mm-hmm. Why would I hire him? Or he didn't do.
In the NBA, there's been black head coaches that got coach of the year and been fired the next year. There's black head coaches, Mike Wooden. There's black head coaches that's been to the playoffs and fired the next year. Yeah, it's never happened to a white coach. I mean, I don't know. It probably has, but y'all let me know.
As well as he did, I need him out of there.
Exactly what he said yesterday, though, because just as many white coaches aren't doing.
Thank you,
Bob McAdoo.
Yeah.
Straight at, like terrible. Got him out of there real quick. Got him out of there real quick. So that happens a lot, but it's so many opportunities presented
It's
to
so
them.
many,
You
bro.
kind of gloss over the one and
Yeah.
dones and things of that
Yep.
nature. You gloss over it.
Yep.